continues into the busy holiday season. I'm Jessica Dupnack, and we're getting into that next.
Coming at you tonight from Hamtramck, where the city clerk is on an administrative leave, and the narrow winner of the mayor's race has filed several lawsuits. We'll explain it all next.
Yeah, it's winter early out there as that snow slowly fades for us later this evening, but still some pretty heavy bands across the state. We'll talk about that and a cold start to your Tuesday.
Working for you. Fox 2 News at 10 starts now.
It's always nice to set records, but not like this. Right now, Detroit Metro Airport is near the top of the list for the most canceled flights in the entire country. Hello, thanks for joining us for Fox 2 News at 10. I'm Dave Spencer. The air travel breakdown brought on by the record-long government shutdown and a mass exodus of air traffic control workers. Just 30 minutes ago, senators voted to end the shutdown, sending the bill to the House. That does very little to help travelers all over the U.S., at least for tonight. Fox 2's Jessica Dupnack live at Detroit Metro Airport with important advice if you're planning to fly anytime soon. Jessica, how are things looking right now?
Well, things look a little different. So we saw you here at 10 o'clock on Fox 2 last week. The holiday decorations have gone up. The Christmas carols are playing. And as you mentioned, a little bit of a nightmare before Christmas, maybe, Dave. According to FlightAware, DTW ranks 7th in the nation in terms of delays and cancellations. And that's specifically by the numbers, not percentages. So let's take a look at today here at DTW. Now, specifically, they've had 283 delays and just north of 100 cancellations. Some on the other hard-hit airports, New York's LaGuardia and Newark Airport, Dallas and Chicago's 2 airports. And in Chicago there, that chaos is partially due in part to the snowstorm that hit. Now, we talked to a local travel agent. He says the issues here at DTW isn't once you're at the airport getting through security. He said that was a breeze. It's the before part. A couple of suggestions, which we have said here on Fox 2, download the airline's app. All the alerts will come out of there, and check the FAA website. Now, there was some movement tonight in Washington in regards to the shutdown, in a stern message from the president for air traffic controllers to go back to work. But our travel expert is already thinking busy holiday travel season that is coming up.
Went to Thanksgiving. I don't even know what people would do. It would be an absolute nightmare, and even further into Christmas, it would be insane. Hate to say it, but if it's close enough, you might want to start thinking about driving instead of booking that airline ticket. Also, you got to find out what the rules are going to be. So in regards to what was starting to happen with the 10% reduction, many of the airlines were giving you the ability to cancel your flights with a credit towards the purchase of their ticket within a year.
Now, David does say it's probably a little bit too early to start canceling and getting a rental car or something like that, but definitely not too early to think of a plan B. Now, coming up on The Edge at 11, you're going to get some more free travel advice. Stay with us until then. Reporting live at DTW, Jessica Dupnack, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, Jess, and all indications are that the shutdown is coming to an end eventually, but things take time to get back online. I'm sure travelers need to be aware of that if they're looking to book either tonight or tomorrow for Thanksgiving, which is just a couple weeks away.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It doesn't just snap back like that. When you see some of the images from around the country, this is going to take some time if and when that government shutdown ends. Again, check the apps, check the FAA. If there's any bit of good news this day and age with air travel, they're almost over communicators. So you will see those emails, text messages, and app alerts.
All right, far from over. Thank you, Jessica Dupnack, for that live report. Appreciate it. New tonight, Detroit police investigating a deadly double shooting on the city's west side. According to DPD, officers were called to the area of Puritan and Lawton around 6 p.m. tonight and found 2 men suffering gunshot wounds. One of them pronounced dead on the scene. The other later died at the hospital. Detroit police asking anyone with information to please come forward, or you can call Crime Stoppers and remain anonymous. That number, 1-800-SPEAK-UP. A woman from Canton accused of crashing her car into an Ulta beauty store in Royal Oak has been charged. Police say 26-year-old Katrina Renee was driving on train tracks near 4th Street when officers pulled her over and asked to see her license. She then sped off. Allegedly, during the chase, she accelerated into the shop parking lot and crashed into the entrance of the store off Woodward. Renee is now facing multiple felony charges. A judge set her bond at $50,000. A Texas man now charged in connection with the deadly shooting at an auto shop in Shelby Township. 46-year-old Terrence Sandals was arraigned today on a charge of first-degree premeditated murder. He's accused of killing 40-year-old Marvin Batu and 48-year-old Jihaith Baban during a robbery on Friday at Star Auto Sales on Ryan Road. Investigators say it happened following a dispute over a purchased vehicle. Sandals was arrested at a hotel in Romulus. He's also facing gun and robbery charges and is being held without bond. More legal and political drama tonight in Hamtramck, just as residents hope to turn a corner after last Tuesday's election. Sources telling Fox 2 Hamtramck city clerk is now on administrative leave as investigators say more election fraud charges are possible here. Meantime, the man who narrowly won the election for Hamtramck mayor is also firing off several lawsuits. Let's get live to Fox 2's Dave Pinchin in Hamtramck to sort all of this out tonight. Dave, it seems like it's a saga that has no end.
Yeah, Dave, just when you thought we wouldn't be here again, well, of course, here we are even after an election. It's the outgoing Hamtramck mayor confirming to Fox 2 tonight that the city clerk is on administrative leave. This as the probe into alleged election fraud widens. Let's go to some video, tell you all about what we know here. Rana Faraj is the city clerk now on administrative leave. Mayor Amir Ghalib says it's related to an issue being handled by the acting city manager and city attorney. The mayor says some of the alleged violations include unreported ballots and violations purported to have taken place on Election Day. Meantime, the Monroe County prosecutor has been investigating to avoid a conflict.
We're suing the city clerk office, city council, Wayne County, and my opponent.
Why all these lawsuits? Tell us what's going on here.
Well, it's a mess in Hamtramck right now. We have voter frauds. We have a city clerk office that admitted candidates who don't live in Hamtramck. Also had ballots left over uncounted, and it's just so many issues in Hamtramck that need to be addressed.
You won by 11 votes. Some would say, why sue when you won?
Well, because I'm running to fight corruption and voter fraud. So we had throughout the campaign seen where candidates harvest ballots and where they mark each other names and to double or triple their result.
All right, meantime, so as we were saying, the Monroe County prosecutor, they're doing the investigation here because they don't want any appearance of a conflict of interest since Hamtramck is in Wayne County here. And what we're told is more election fraud charges against city workers are possible. You heard from Adam El Harbi. He filed several lawsuits. Now, he's the mayor-elect who won by about 11 votes. He's suing his opponent, City Councilman Mahmoud, for seeking a recount after El Harbi's win of 11 votes there. Now, he says Mahmoud doesn't even live in Hamtramck, something he denies. A couple other quick notes we want to pass along to you. We did stop by the city clerk's house to get a statement to find out more about this from her side. We also reached out on social media. We haven't heard back just yet. There were 2 city council members previously receiving charges relating to election fraud. One of them saw all but one of those charges dropped. There's a misdemeanor that stayed on the record, at least at this time. Tonight on The Edge, you'll hear from Hamtramck's former mayor, one of the former mayors, and we asked them, how did they get out of this mess? Well, that's coming up tonight on The Edge, a city that seems to be on the edge. Dave Kitchen, Fox 2 News.
You mentioned it is a mess. Is there any sort of timeline and when we can expect the city clerk to be sorted out, whether or not there's going to be more charges coming towards her or not?
Well, as far as whoever may be charged, we're not sure who. We're hearing that could happen within days. This seems to be moving this investigation a little bit faster than it's been, but we're hearing some charges could be filed within days.
Well, let's hope this is sorted out soon. Thank you very much for that live report, Dave.
Yep.
Well, yesterday, many parts of our state look like, well, a snow globe. This video on X here shows a winter wonderland in Essexville, Michigan. It looked like that up in northern Oakland County as well. Although the snow is gone for now, the cold, and boy, is it cold. out there remains. Derek Kevler here joining me. Yeah, any relief in sight? I'll take my winter in small doses.
Oh, you just want like 2 days here, 3 days there?
That's what I want. That's what I want. And then
that's what we're going to get
60,
this time.
Back to 50, all that jazz.
That is exactly the stretch we're seeing this time, which is just a couple days of cold, and then we're back into the 50s, but we got to get through the couple days of cold first.
I get what I want, Derek.
And tomorrow is another one of those chilly days, Dave, as we wake up with wind chills that are going to be pretty darn chilly. Let's talk about that. The current wind chill outside right now as we go to bed. Numbers that are in the teens, low teens at that. Now, as we wake up early tomorrow morning, this is 7 a.m., so getting out the door, getting the kids out the door, maybe to the bus stop, yeah, it's going to be very winter-like. So this is another, hats, gloves, and winter coat kind of day. You're going to need everything for your Tuesday, as those temperatures through the afternoon will reach into the 30s, but the wind chills will remain in the 20s because we are in store for another windy day out there for tomorrow. We will finally break out of that mold Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but we got to get through tomorrow first. Now, as far as our snow chances go, they continue to remain limited. Most of that lake effect snow still setting up on the western side of the state. There were some spots up in Macomb County and St. Clair County that dealt with that lake effect snow, but clearly these bands moving over Canada more than Michigan, so we are going to remain mostly on the dry side. Let's break down this hour-by-hour forecast, getting you up and at 'em tomorrow morning from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Those temperatures that are in the 20s. Still a chance that we might get a little bit of a flurry, but it's a minimal chance. Another cloudy day. We'll call it mostly cloudy, 38, feeling more like 28 through the afternoon, but we're back into the 40s by Wednesday. Dave, over to you.
Thank you, Derek. As we've been saying, the federal government could reopen in a matter of days. Now some Democrats are turning on their leader. We'll have more on the looming deal. That's next.
Join us.